Quiet, please. Stand by playback. Roll music. Cue Michael.
My favorite instrument is the lead guitar. My favorite rock band is U2. My favorite song from U2, the only song I've ever danced to with my ski boots on, is It's a Beautiful Day.
It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel like it's a beautiful day. So let it get away on the road.
I read a book early in my career by Richard Bolles called The Three Boxes of Life. And Bolles says that typically we organize our lives. We go to school for a third of our lives, we work for a third of our lives, and we play golf or recreate for a third of our lives. Take those three silos, turn them sideways, always play, always work, always learn. And that's the philosophy that I have.
I'm a real wild one. Wild one. Wild one. Wild one.
I started accidentally going to planning school at the University of Waterloo and thought that I would like to be a planner. I liked real estate. When I was about to graduate as an urban planner, there were no jobs. There was a mini recession happening and some of my friends were thinking of going on to school. So one weekend on a lark, I wrote the LSATs and thought I'll either do an MBA or I'll go to law school, and did good enough on the LSATs to get into law school and figure I would combine law with urban planning and I'd be the only person on the planet with that mix. Turns out I was wildly wrong. I got lured away by money, and I really wanted to understand how money worked, how real estate worked, and how these developers made money. And that's what drew me into commercial real estate in the early years. RealPAC was a fabulous way for me to keep learning and growing. I was attracted to it while I was just finishing my PhD because of the breadth of policy issues that it'd potentially be involved in. I was just coming off being the NAIOP chapter president, and I'd seen how well NAIOP US and Tom Bissaquino particularly, how good they were doing in running a large trade association, and that was the model that I thought RealPAC should be going forward. Big, internalized expertise, insourced management, grow training, grow conferences, grow publications, grow service to the industry nationally.
As CEO of RealPAC, he's built a very strong organization. He's established priorities that are meaningful to the leadership of RealPAC, whether it be the green lease, building sustainability, REIT infrastructure, training. And those are just four of the significant accomplishments that he and his colleagues have been able to generate for the organization.
When I think of globalization, I focus on standards first. Global accounting standards are very important. IFRS is growing around the world, and if we can just get FASB in the US to endorse it, we will have a common global platform. With the OECD Model Tax Code, we have the basis for a global modern tax treatment, and we were successful 3 years ago in having REITs added to the OECD Model Tax Code. One area of weakness, I think, is in the area of transparency of foreign countries. We've heard horror stories about Canadian companies going to China, maybe going to India, going to Korea, because we tend to gloss over the really difficult issues of hedging, of local tax and the tax back to the home jurisdiction, property rights, and other access to courts in each of those countries. The Bhopal disaster from '86 in India was only settled last year. So we tend to gloss over some of the structural impediments to globalization. If we can get those resolved, I really see real estate as a truly global asset class, and we should be in Canada a lot more global than we currently are.
He's conducted himself with integrity, with professionalism, He commits a lot of his time to teaching and interested in other young people as well. He's very committed to this industry and deserves the recognition that he's receiving.
I've had a long and enjoyable association with NAIOP Toronto from, I think, the early 90s. I've been thrilled to be associated with them. I'm thrilled to receive this honor. I'm humbled to receive this honor, and I look forward to continuing to work with NAIOP and all of its members, including particularly younger members, for many years to come. Thank you very much, NAIOP Toronto.
Hey Michael, you continue to surprise me. I didn't realize you were such a great air guitar player.